Motivation is a myth. Hi guys, meanderingsofmoo here, and I just want to talk to you literally about motivation. So I get asked a lot what motivates me. I pretty much exercise every day. I have one day where I take a rest, and then another day where I do something a little bit lighter like yoga or walking. Whereas the rest of the days, I'm pretty much busting my ass to maintain all of this, including this. So what motivates me? Well, nothing. Really. And this is where I stand on saying that motivation is a myth. Motivation is extremely fleeting. So one thing that motivates you one day may not motivate you the next day. And motivation isn't very long lasting. The thing that keeps me going with exercising daily is the fact that it keeps me sane. So you could say that that is motivation in itself. However, there are days when my mental health does not allow me to feel like I can do anything. On those days, if my mental health had its way, it would send me to bed and I'd stay there for most of the day. But it's a trust and belief that I know that if I exercise, I'm gonna feel better. Occasionally it doesn't work, but majority of the time it does. I've always said if you can bottle that feeling that you get after you've done an exercise session, that everybody would exercise. But for some reason, you can't put that in practice. It's extremely difficult to let yourself understand or let that be your motivation. And this is where motivation falls down, because things that are motivating don't seem to be motivating enough to make you adhere to a daily exercise routine, or otherwise everybody would be in the best shape of their lives. So not only is this relevant for exercise, this is also relevant for any kind of life goal, even down to making a project or building something or, going for your dream job. So motivation is not consistent. The main way to get around this is by creating a drive in yourself. So even on the days where you don't feel motivated, you're still gonna get it done. The reason why motivation has a downfall is because it's based on motivating yourself for a good thing. So say your motivation is that you can have a sweet treat at the end of the week. Might be good, but it's fleeting. It might not be enough the next week. And once again, it's very difficult to harness that and put it into practice. So one of the main things that I say about motivation is when people say, what motivates you? I say nothing. And I literally say, I just get it done. And that's the main thing, just get it done. Even if you go into a workout and you literally do bare minimal, you're still doing something, and that's the main important thing. Don't feel like you have to go into a workout and every time attack it with 100%, because you're not going to be able to give 100% every time. And the fact that you physically get into that session is a win in itself. And you will find that even though you literally drag your ass all day and haven't done anything, once you physically get yourself to the point where you're physically ready to exercise, you're probably going to do more than you're expected that you thought you could do. So I say just get it done. I myself started off with home workouts and literally home workout DVDs. And one of the things that I always put into practice was just press play. So just get yourself to the point where you've pressed play, and you'll probably do it. And even if you don't do the whole thing, you've done something. I have literally taken about an hour to finish a 20-minute workout because I had to keep pausing it. But I got it done. That's the point. You've just got to push through, and that's where that discipline comes from. So if you can set discipline rather than motivation, you're in a better place. So even when it comes down to goal setting, everybody has a goal. Whether that's to feel fitter, to lose weight, to feel more confident in themselves, you have to implement little changes every day. So you may have this main big goal that you think at the beginning is really, really motivating, but motivation lives in comfort. You're not going to be motivated to do something that you don't want to do, even if the goal and the payoff is great, because that takes time. These things take time. So in order to implement a big goal, you need to break it down into smaller goals. And from there, you can hit every target. And that's where the discipline comes in, because you won't be motivated to exercise every day, but you can be disciplined to exercise every day. Like I said, same thing if you're building a company. You will be motivated by that end goal, but to put it into practice, you need to implement those little bits every single day. So whether it be, sitting down and researching something, for 20 minutes. That's still something that's gonna hit that bigger goal. That might not seem fun, and that's why you won't be motivated to do it. And this is where the discipline comes in, because you need to be disciplined to do it. That's how you hit goals. There is no magic formula for motivation, and people wait until they feel motivated. Trust me, the majority of things in your life will not get done if you wait until you're motivated. And trust that from someone who puts the pro in procrastination. I know what it's like to put off tasks, and I will put off tasks and for hours and hours and hours until it's literally down to the final minutes that I need to get this done, or I'm not going to have enough time in that day. I understand that, I get it. So break it down. You've got to set your tasks and you've got to do your tasks. When it comes to exercise, if laying out your exercise clothes for the next day is what's going to make you do it, do it. Some people literally even report going to sleep in their exercise clothes for the next day. So then once they get up, they have no excuse. It's just one less hurdle to get over, so you can just go out and attack your day. So sort of to summarize what I've just said is motivation is fleeting and it's non-consistent. Think of your goals, break them down into smaller chunks and attack them every single day. Discipline is what's going to push you forwards, not motivation. Motivation is giving a dog a treat so it can learn a new trick. You are far more complex than a dog. So trust and believe the process, remember why you started, and look at where you're going. And just get it done. I've been Meanderings of Moo. Hopefully that made a little bit of sense and you have a little bit more of an understanding of why motivation is not your best motivator. So remember to like and subscribe, guys, and if you've got any further questions or any subjects that you want me to cover, feel free to leave it in the comments below. And I'll see you next week, guys. Peace.